What's up, guys? Devin with Adventure Hobby Passion back today doing another video. Today's video, first video in 2026, we're going to go over my 1997 Toyota Tacoma and everything that I've done to it, future plans. We're going to start with the cosmetics, outside stuff, then we're going to go to the interior, and then we're going to go to like suspension underneath, like under the hood and all that. So first thing, as you can see, this bumper really pokes you in the face. This is an all-pro Baja front bumper that I've modified. I've put some front plates on it. Definitely needs to be cleaned up and fixed up. So I got two ditch lights on there, and then I got some spotlights. Badlands winch, their top Apex 12,000 model, and then I have some Amazon special headlights. These ones really suck. They're like the Ovonic ones or whatever. Do not get them. They suck. They're worse than stock headlights. The coloring's nice, but the distance it throws the light is not good. Had to cut the grill a little bit to get the winch controller in it. But I think that it looks a lot sicker with the winch controller in it. And I don't lose my Toyota symbol, so pretty good. We got some sliders. These are just the all-pro ones. I used them for the Toyota pickup. They're 80 inches long. Make sure you get the 80-inch one. The pickup ones were a lot cheaper, but they just had the front knob went further over. I guess the frame pinches in earlier on the pickups over the Tacomas, the first gens. So I was able to just cut the front thing off, and it went right on. And then I did add some plate gussets. You can't really see that one all too well, but there, big old plate. And then it does come with these triangle gussets when you order it, and then it's all installed, welded on. No need to bolt them on. Bed's not the best shape, but it still does good. These are the Amazon special tail lights. I went with the clear lens because I think the clear lens, it just looks nicer. It looks more of this generation. And then this is an all-pro rear bumper. I made sure to get the one with the little steps, so then you still kind of have a step. It does come with a license plate bracket mount, and it does have two shackle mounts, which I have one shackle in there. And then I did weld 4 little tabs to install 4 LED plates, backup lights. So yeah, did scratch it the last time I went to Moab. I need to get that cleaned up. I guess in the bed I have flag mounts for some whips. I have 2 5-foot whips. All right, well, here's the Tacoma interior. Is it the best? No, but it works. They got really cheap freaking seat covers. The seat is in fairly decent condition. Right here is losing a little bit. The foam has a little bit of chunk missing, but it's not too shabby. And then for gauges, we got a transmission temp gauge. We got the scan gauge, which has like 6 different parameters on it, like intake air temp, voltage, just that kind of stuff. And then we got the reverse light switch right here for in the bumper. We got the OEM diff lock. Gotta have the OEM diff lock, and it lights up on the dash and in there. I have a video on that in the past. And then right here is my actually Bluetooth to aux for the radio. If you know my old videos, my 2024 update, how to make this Tacoma into a 2024, I had this huge radio, which was super nice, but you couldn't really control the controls. And the simpler radio just kind of is simpler and just works better. Plus, that other radio went to something else, so we'll have to figure out and do a reveal video for that. And then obviously there's just a cigarette outlet, and then I did the 8-gang aux beam switch panel right here. I do have these 2 switches. I just need to put the stickers on, so I don't have anything in these 2 yet. 6 out of the 8, so I guess I could still do more plans. Yeah, obviously got to have 4-wheel drive. And then just the normal Tacoma interior. I think I do have an LED light in the day cab, but other than that, it's stock in here. I got new door speakers, aftermarket door speakers in the front. Stocks are still the old 20 years old. And I keep a ton of blankets back here. Blankets, pillows. There's a strap bag. Lens covers for the spotlights. Some recovery gear underneath the back seat. Nothing too crazy. It's all stock. I do really like I have power windows. All right, well, let's drive to another filming spot and flex this sucker out and show you how sick it is. It definitely for IFS flex pretty good. Now we had to go to a different spot to flex it out somewhat. I do have a little bit more travel in the back end, but still flexes pretty good. IFS is big limiting factor. We'll start on the back end because it's a lot easier to see. For suspension, for a long time I had Darka, I think that's how you say it, leaf springs, but I have switched over to Chevy 63s and I custom Frenched them into my frame, which I actually locked into my slider. It's all welded in. Yes, this is very dirty, very dirty, but it was a big pain in the butt, but it works beautifully and actually makes it so I don't sit any higher than it used to with the old suspension. I think it sits actually an inch lower. It's fairly level front to back. I did do the 5-inch rear shackles. I did leave the shackle mount and welded it to it with it. Individually painted every leaf, rebuilt those. I do have the E-locker in the rear. I'm running 430 gears in this back end. So it's the gears from the Toyota 4Runner that had the E-locker. And then I also have the front diff, obviously. Gotta have them matching. 33-inch full-size spare tucked up underneath. I just took the rear brackets so the tire sits up as high as possible. I have thought about making my own custom cross member to make it sit that much higher, but haven't gotten that far. I do have stainless steel braided brake lines, give me a little bit better braking. The exhaust rusted off. It is the factory muffler, but it exits right there because it rusted and fell off. Custom mounted shocks. I welded this onto the cross member that holds the gas tank, so the shock fits up higher. These are the 12-inch Bilstein, 12-inch travel Bilsteins, and they tuck pretty good, as you can see on that other side. And this is extended, but it's not all the way extended. I actually have more travel on the shock than I can use, but I'd rather it be that way than not being able to extend it all the way. And then I have a 7-pin trailer harness running with trailer brakes because your boy used to tow with this sucker. We'll have to put up some videos of it towing. It towed some pretty large trailers. It basically does the back end. I have complete, took the bed off, tank out, redid the whole back end, cleaned up the frame, gusseted some of the frame and the cross members since I was putting the shock on it. It's not strong enough without it. So as you can see, I have the skid plate. I don't have a skid plate for the T-case, which I kind of want to get. And then I have the front diff and transmission skid plates going off of my front bumper. They're the same brand. And then front suspension, I have the E-Bach coilovers things. They're like 2.5-inch ones. They rent for like 3 inches of lift. Heavy front bumper, doesn't make for 3 inches of lift. I think it gives me like 2.25. And then I have SPC upper control arms to be a lot more adjustable to get it into a good alignment. Stainless steel brake lines. I don't have the sway bar. Sway bar's been deleted, completely removed. I do, as you can see right there, I do rub on the frame a little bit. I have thought about and contemplated tubbing the frame and the cab to put bigger tires on it, but maybe future stuff. But yeah, It's pretty sick. Flex is pretty good, especially for IFS. I more like snow wheeling anyways over rock crawling. But she is a heavy pig. She weighs 4,500 pounds as you see her right now. So I guess I will get down and pop the hood and see what I have done under the hood. All right, under the hood, I still have the factory sound deadening. It's pretty beat up and destroyed, but trying to make the engine somewhat quieter when I'm towing. It's pretty loud. I do have, as you can see right here, and then I have 2 more of those strips and another strip right here of hood lights. It works pretty dang good. Gets it super bright, lit and up, especially when you're airing up at night. It's really nice. Just pop the hood, get to the battery. Intake, I have a deck plate mod with the Air 8 intake, and then as well as the supercharger gasket for the throttle body. So the non-supercharged one is a D shape, supercharged is a full circle, and this isn't hooked up, so I really don't need the extra vacuum that it creates. So yeah, and it just gets better throttle response and better fuel economy. This is where I have my control box for my switch panel mounted on top of my other fuse box. This is the trailer brakes power harness, so it can get power and brake good. I do have a CS 144 big alternator. Works great, bolts in pretty easy. Just add 3 washers on the back side, get an adapter harness. Works great. Run another big power cable. That's the winch line with that other one. Make sure you fuse it, be smart. And then I guess I have the high temp spark plug wires. That's why I was in there. And then I have the Rad big radiator with the it does not have the transmission cooler installed in this because I do have an automatic, but I forget what it is, but it's one of the gigantic coolers. I'll have to put a link in the description down below of what cooler I have, but it's really big and it works fantastic. As you can see, it mounts right there, goes past, there's the other mount right there, and then goes super low past the winch. Right there's the bottom, you can barely see it, but yeah, this one allows a lot more airflow that gets all the way through the engine, so the radiator works good, it works good. I had another transmission cooler and it just didn't work that good. It didn't let much airflow through it. It was rated for more GDW, but it didn't work that great. So I upgraded to this one and it's been fantastic since. I don't have hot transmission temps. Love the Tacomas. I'd still recommend Tacomas mostly just for off-roaders and small trucks, but they look beauty. They look great. Also, I missed a couple things in the engine bay, so let's get into the engine bay. Here's a better shot of the hood lights. 1 there, 2 there, 1 there. Works fantastic. I forgot to mention that I relocated the windshield wiper fluid. Just go to the O'Reilly's, buy this jug for like 15-20 bucks. So these are Vision. Manex is the variant by Vision. They're 15 by 8 with I think it's a -19 offset, wrapped in 33 1250 15 from BFG. They're the KO2s. I do like the KO2s for these light trucks. But yeah, that's basically my 97 Toyota Tacoma as the 2026 year update. Almost 30 years. Almost 30 years. 1 more year and she'll be 30 years old. Yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm really good about responding to the comments. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Biggest thing on my channel. Go out and go find your passions.